Așa, care va să zică, dragi oropsiți meteorologic, stimată populație ultrasensibilă la gradele din termometru, hai și restul corporatiștilor.
Avanpost Radio Guerrilla.
Bogdan Șerban.
Atât am învățat, atâta știu.
Nu vă sfiți încă de la început, intrați pe pagina de Facebook a Radio.Guerrilla, pe YouTube-ul radioului și pe contul de Twitch Avanpost_RG, ca să descoperiți... E prima oară că spun corect. E ca să descoperiți, majoritatea dintre voi, un artist de la ei din țară. E prima oară când facem asta, adică te la vii, arătăm pe artiștii ăștia de la ei din țară și cum interpretează, cum cântă, nu doar cum vorbesc într-o altă limbă. Mai exact, e vorba de un artist ce e în continuare un fel de revelație a Europei când vine vorba de muzica asta de declinată, de muzică electronică, ultra rafinate sonor. La început undeva prin 2011, dar a părăsit Grecia natală ca să se școlească muzical, a ajuns și la Londra, a mai făcut ceva de menționat și anume a trecut și de partea cealaltă, a devenit un fel de antreprenor și a făcut o entitate cu care a încercat să ajute muzicienii de la ei din țară să iasă de acolo din Grecia. E vorba de o companie muzicală. Oricum, e de găsit în seara asta în control, e cel care va încheia festivalul Europavox, e de fapt headlinerul festivalului ăstuia și este Theodore! Aici!
Guerrilla Showcase! E show!
Hey, welcome! First of all, music.
All right.
Please.
Drifting away to
need to go, I need to run, drifting away to feel alright. And if you lose me from sight, the stream subsides. But if you stand
Theodore! Yeah.
Showcase.
So, welcome to Romania. Actually, welcome back to Romania.
thank you very much for having us today.
As many people don't know what happened before Theodore arrived on the stage, I would like to ask you to tell us about your first memories related to music.
Oh,
Your story, actually.
oh God. I started playing music when I was like 3 or 4 years old. I went to these music lessons with my mother. When you
Piano lessons?
Piano lessons, yes.
All right.
It's not actually piano. It's more like banging your hands on a keyboard. This kind of an instrument, yeah. But after that, everything I was doing was around music in general for some reason.
Okay, but what about the bouzouki?
Yeah, bouzouki.
You played?
Yes, I started. I started playing bouzouki when I was like 7 years old or 8. I don't really understand why, but bouzouki is an instrument that we.
Yeah, we have an instrument like that here in Romania. We called it kobza.
Okay, for us, bouzouki is very deep into our culture, but it wasn't exactly a part of what we used to listen in my house. But
I know you sang with a group of musicians a few summers in island of Itaki.
That was, yes, very close. The thing is that the first year.
Were you basking then?
I wasn't basking. It was in a taverna.
Ah.
And
we call it cârciumă.
Okay, and
taverna.
There were these people playing and
traditional music.
Folk music, yeah. And the first year I was mesmerized and I was dancing. I was like 6-7 years old. But
wow.
The next year I returned back with my bouzouki and I was trying to play with them. These are great memories, actually. And after that, I kept playing piano and guitar, and everything I was doing in school was around my band.
But do you think that studying classical music, playing the piano, stole your childhood?
No, not really.
No?
Actually, I stopped studying piano for some years just because of that. Because I was playing piano the whole day, but I was studying for the lesson just 10 minutes before each lesson every week. So this was the right moment for my parents to stop me. And then I kept playing by myself, and this was probably the best choice my parents made.
Oh, but do you remember the kind of music you heard around you as a child? What kind of music did your parents listen to?
Yeah, apart from Greek music that you wouldn't know.
I don't know, something from pop culture.
Not so pop, no. More the classical composers we have in Greece, like Hatzidakis and things like that, or Vangelis Papathanasiou. But Pink Floyd and The Doors were the two bands that I was listening mostly at home.
And who were your idols in in your adolescence period?
When I was growing up.
Yeah. Can you remember what was on your first? What was the first tape, CD or vinyl you bought?
Can I tell you the second one?
All right.
The second
first one. Come on, it's a guilty pleasure. First one.
The first one was Beyonce "Crazy in Love." Single.
Unexpected, yeah.
Yeah, but
and the second one?
The second one was Blink 182.
On CD, on tape?
It was a CD, yeah, and it was yes, the Rock Show.
Wow.
Exactly. But I had all the albums that I was actually listening. I had them from my parents in vinyl and CD, like all of the Doors and all Pink Floyd and Led Zeppelin and stuff like that.
Do you still have it?
I still have it, yeah.
Wow. What a lucky man.
Yeah.
Now back to your music.
Guerrilla
Showcase!
With Theodore.
So long
Theodore! Right here.
Guerrilla Showcase. E show.
A few messages from our listeners. Strange and complex sound. And other one, welcome Theodore, very cool sound and very good energy coming from your music, but hearing you singing just make me see Depeche Mode having Hozier as the front man.
Right.
Good job though. I would like to ask you and to tell us how you ended up studying music in London.
London was an excuse, probably. Studying in London was an excuse to be in London and start recording and playing live shows. I did that for 5 years.
I know that. I know.
It was,
but once you arrived in UK, what were, if there were, the cultural clash moments? What do you expect to find there, and what did you actually find?
I expected to find a very open music scene. And I found a very, very close one.
Really?
Actually, London is an amazing place for music, but it's everybody goes there to try to make it in the music business, and so you start performing small shows in pubs, and then if you continue to do that, then you will play small shows in pubs forever. It's not true that somebody can pass accidentally through your show in a pub and say, okay, you are the one. Yeah, you are going to play Glastonbury this year. No, this doesn't happen.
Really?
To non-English people, I believe, or it happens, but there are so many people trying to do music at the same time, so the chances are not in your favor. So I actually started playing more live shows and had a broader audience once I left London.
Wow. But do you think in US it's the same?
I'm not sure. I think that that was what I explained was 10 years ago, and I believe that
industry changed.
The industry has changed more to the worst in the UK because of Brexit. I think they're more isolated and more closed, so it doesn't really make. It's not so easy for artists now, and for myself, I haven't played a show in UK since 2018. I think, and I have toured Europe and I've been to US since then many times, but UK is much more difficult than it used to be now.
Okay, now back to your music, but
Guerrilla Showcase.
But after that.
Vine weekendul, bine îmi pare, în cuptor eu fac mâncare.
Sau în tigaie?
Tu ce gătești în weekend? Încântă-ne simțurile cu propunerea ta, fă-ne cea mai poftă și un voucher Altex de cumpărături în valoare de 500 de lei, de consumat în aplicație, pe site sau în magazine, livrare cu 2 oameni, se știe, poate fi al tău în fiecare vineri, în Guerrilla de dimineață cu Dobro, Gilda și cu Nic. Noi ce gătim în weekend? Moment săptămânal de inspirație culinaro-emoțională pentru comeseneli fericite acasă, în familie, cu prietenii sau în cuplu, oferit în fiecare vineri de Altex. Mulțumim, Altex! De 2 ori diferența la toate produsele, inclusiv magazine online.
Profită de prețul Lidl și treci pe proaspăt. La piața Lidl, lădițele sunt pline de fructe și legume de la fermieri din România. Dacă vrei să afli de unde vine prospețimea produselor românești, scanează eticheta de pe lădițe. La Lidl ai cartofi albi din România la 21,99 lei sacul de 10 kg și pătrunjel rădăcină din România la 4,79 lei punga de 500 de grame. Răsfoiește revista online și află ofertele săptămânale în aplicația Lidl Plus. Piața Lidl. Prospețime zilnic.
Cu Genius pe Taz prinzi cea mai tare fază. E meci, te pregătești de film, de serialul preferat sau show-ul TV despre care vorbește tot biroul. Și totuși prinzi cea mai tare fază tot pe Taz. Cu Genius. Abonații Genius au oferte de la minus 30% pe Taz, plus livrare gratuită la comenzi. Hai pe Taz să comanzi ceva genial de bun. O
Om la Lună lansează totul pe vinil și pleacă în cel mai mare turneu din istoria trupei. Cele 3 albume de studio Om la Lună sunt de găsit acum și pe vinil, iar pe băieți poți să-i vezi live la Râmnicu Vâlcea vineri 7 aprilie în Abi Stage Bar. Aproape 2 ore de muzică într-un concert plin de energie și de emoție. Om la Lună, totul pe vinil. Vineri 7 aprilie în Abi Stage Bar la Râmnicu Vâlcea. Detalii și bilete pe eventbook.ro. Cântat de Radio Guerrilla.
De Paște se încondeiază ouă, se frământă aluatul de cozonac și se mănâncă pască. Dar cel mai important, se petrece timp în familie, în jurul mesei, dar și afară, în natură. Pentru că la orice bicicletă Giant Talon 3GE achiziționată, primești gratuit o bicicletă de copii din gama RX. Oferta e valabilă atât online pe magazinul de biciclete.ro, cât și în magazinul de pe strada Traian numărul 98. Garanția 4 revizii gratuite și faptul că bicicletele vin gata montate sunt încă câteva motive în plus să alegi Giant, cel mai mare producător de biciclete și unul dintre cele mai iubite branduri din lume. Asta dacă mai aveai nevoie de motive. Giant este Avanpost Radio Guerrilla.
Ești un lider de companie sau un marketer? Cartea Phronesis Marketing de Corneliu Vâlsan conține principii și exemple pentru a-ți îmbunătăți strategia de marketing. Scrisă de unul dintre cei mai experimentați senior executive români, Phronesis Marketing de Corneliu Vâlsan te învață cum să dezvolți un plan de marketing strategic. Phronesis Marketing, acum în rețeaua Cărturești, Libris.ro, editura Quantic.ro, Voxa și Audio Tribe. Citită de Radio Guerrilla.
El universo entero, escucha!
Pentru sănătatea emoțională a copilului dumneavoastră, petreceți cât mai mult timp împreună cu el.
Înapoi aici.
Guerrilla Showcase
with Theodore.
Some point of view
Theodore! Still here. New messages from our listeners. I was hearing echoes of Björk there. Very nice. Somebody else. Sounds like Pulp. The song is called Like a Friend.
Okay.
I didn't know that. Yeah. Now back to your biography. In 2050, you became an entrepreneur and founded United We Fly.
Yeah.
A music company dedicated to the support of the local alternative scene. How come?
I created I was trying to create the record label that I wish it existed when I started doing music in Athens. And since then we have released more than 15 records from amazing Greek artists.
Wow.
And produced a very large amount of shows in Athens and in Greece in general. And we're trying so far to export our artists. And it's been a nice and interesting journey.
For that, you deserve it. Now let's talk about the pandemic. What's happened to Theodore between 2020 and 2022? How did it affect you?
I didn't really understood the lockdowns. With Kostas Zabos, who is sitting over there, we produced a record together. My last record, The Voyage. He had to deal with the time problems I had to write my lyrics, and he actually helped me. And thank you so much for that. To make the sound I dreamed I would have on this record. And so we spent a lot of time in the studio, and because of United We Fly, we were able to have these papers that we were able to walk from our houses to the studio and back. So we actually didn't stay at home at all, probably. And with United We Fly, we did a number of internet live shows. We streamed 25 shows at every lockdown. Yeah.
Great. Now, the pandemic is over, but another European global crisis has begun. The war in Ukraine. I'm going to ask you to imagine what it would be like if weapons could be replaced by with musical instruments. What would a battle sound like? Imagine that.
Oh God.
No guns, only instruments.
This sounds 100 times.
Sound.
It's amazing, yeah.
A battle of sounds.
I don't believe it would sound great. I believe it would sound very weird. But everything is better than war, so yeah.
Anyway, cool. Now tell me, what tool would you replace the machine gun with? With what? With what instrument?
I think it's a guitar.
Okay, the gun.
With a tremolo, like a.
Okay, machine gun. The tank.
Don't know. Bass drum. With that bass drum, okay.
Okay, the tank and the cannon then.
Ooh, the cannon. Yeah, it is with a bass in, I believe.
And then a jet, airplane, fighter jet.
It is a synthesizer.
Wow.
Yeah. But I think that that's the great thing about music is that it doesn't create any pain, and all these weapons that you just mentioned create an enormous amount of pain to those involved and those not involved also. So it's a tragedy.
Now back to your music. But after a short break,
Profită de prețul Lidl și de ofertele noi. Începând de joi, la Lidl ai ceafă de porc fără os feliată la 2,39 lei per 100 de grame, telemea de capră sau de oaie în saramură Pilos 500 de grame la 24,99 lei și hrană uscată pentru câini Belosan 10 kg la 29,99 lei. E mai mult decât ieftin. E de la Lidl. Răsfoiește revista online și află ofertele săptămânale în aplicația Lidl Plus.
Fraivile, fine jewelry, bijuterii, ceasuri bijuterie, instrumente de scris, accesorii din mătase, atemporal din admirație pentru artă, istorie, mari artiști, cu multă creativitate. Spune-ne care a fost cea mai memorabilă experiență a ta cu arta, cu frumosul, și o eșarfă de mătase Fraivile poate fi a ta, pentru tine sau pentru ea. În fiecare dimineață în Guerrilla de dimineață cu Dobro, Gilda și cu Nic.
Hei, devino membru în clubul CCC și primești 10% discount de la bun început și multe alte beneficii. Nu mai aștepta! Înscrie-te acum în aplicație sau pe ccc.eu.
María, ¿por qué María?
Jorge, creo que está embarazada. Disculpe, señor, señorita, ¿dónde es la comida?
Știi sau nu, spaniola, un lucru e cert. Burritos Guerrilla e como en casa de su madre, en México. Guerrilla, chili con carne, mexican, beef and pork, chili chicken, crispy și veggie, 7 burritos ca la mama lor acasă în Mexic. Prinde un loc la ora de spaniolă în fiecare luni, în Guerrilla de dimineață, con Dobro, Gilda y Nic. Burritos Guerrilla, exclusiv pe Taz.
El universo entero, escucha.
Hey yo, aici Faust. Pe 7 aprilie vă aștept la grădina Monteoru pentru lansarea albumului Orbite. În seara evenimentului vor fi alături de mine Boca Seca, Infinitu, Fan P, Dilimangiaro, Montanu, Pănescu, DJ Zicu, SR71, Celula de criză, Cărbune, nu seroton și la Platane defect. Intrăm direct în plin efect de la orele 20. Open doors de la ora 19. Biga!
Cântat de Radio Guerrilla.
Ești pregătit? Magazinul iStyle din Afi Cotroceni revine. Totul Apple. Te așteptăm din 8 aprilie, ora 10. Surprize, cadouri pentru primii clienți și oferte nemai văzute până acum doar pentru tine. MacBook Air începând de la 3.999 de lei și Apple Watch SE începând de la 1.199 de lei. iStyle devine Apple Premium Partner. Ofertă supusă unor termene și condiții valabile doar pe 8 aprilie.
Ai un apartament și vrei să-l închiriezi? Vrei să încasezi prima chirie în maximum 30 de zile? Foarte bine! Nu mai aștepta! Listează-l acum pe platforma românească milu.com, care a digitalizat tot procesul de închiriere și cu opțiunea Milu Instant Rent ai chiria garantată 12 luni și prima plată în maximum 30 de zile. Scapă de stresul închirierii cu milu.com. Cu 2 de L și 2 de U, totul online în închiriere.
Înapoi aici.
Guerrilla Showcase. E show.
Theodore.
Now you have to
Theodore! Still here.
Guerrilla Showcase. E show.
Okay, now back to your music and let's talk about about your latest material, Alpha and Omega. Alpha Omega, actually.
Yeah.
Which contains.
That's my reverb. Sorry.
I can do it also.
Okay. Have a button.
Which this material, Alpha Omega, contains only 2 very long tracks. Show us the concept, and then I will ask you to say a few words about each of the 2 pieces.
It's
Alpha.
This is this Alpha Omega was
very cinematic. Everything.
We recorded that with Kostas at my studio in Athens just after we finished the Voyage production, and we did that because together with Alex Bolvasis, who mixed the record, we had a conversation saying that I made a record album, a record about space and space travel, and this had no ambience and no space actually. So what I thought is to create these two pieces as the sound that the traveler of my concept of the voyage would listen during his space trip. So we did a cassette. That's why it's only 2 songs, because it's version A and then it's version Omega, because this was the sound of everything. And we released this cassette with the deluxe version of the vinyl I did of the Voyage. But exactly 1 year after the release of the Voyage, as an anniversary, I released these 2 pieces digitally, and that's how you've heard them.
And lately I've been listening to the song Man and His Tools.
Okay.
The new version. What is the story behind this song?
Man and His Tools originally is the first song of the Voyage, and it is
it's a very testosteronic song, Man and His Tools.
Yeah, exactly. This was the concept, because I wanted to write a song about all the bad human beings have created on Earth, and all this dystopia that we used to live in back in 2020, but that is mostly created by men, and like the war and everything like that. So this is a song. When I was writing the lyrics, I was trying to write everything that is bad about me, everything that's wrong about me, and I'm trying to avoid it, and everything, because everybody, if we are honest, we have very dark side that we are trying to move away.
It's a therapeutic song.
Yeah, probably. It is a very dark song for me, and. Because of the rest of the record is more therapeutic in my opinion. The rest of the
music is therapy, actually.
Yeah,
for you and for us also, for listeners.
That's very cool. And after that, it goes towards like evolution, and everything goes a bit sweeter and nicer. Yeah.
Because your music is very futuristic. What is your opinion about AI? Will it help musical creation in the future, or will it replace the musician completely?
Yeah, I've been talking about this lately. I've been talking about this lately. I don't believe that AI can do anything to destroy art and real music, because art itself is made from someone that is feeling something when he's creating the music, and it is referring to somebody else. So this connection is what makes music and art. So yes, AI can write songs, and probably AI can write super hits, but this doesn't mean that AI can take art from us and this connection, because it's a completely different thing. It's not meant to be for machines. It's a human thing.
Hallelujah. And finally, I would like to ask you to invite our listeners to tonight's concert, but in Greek.
All right.
In Greek language.
this won't sell any tickets, but
let's see.
Θα χαρώ πάρα πολύ να σας δω σήμερα στο Club Control στο Βουκουρέστι στις 11 στο Europavox Festival. Αυτά.
Thank you. Now back to your music. The final song.
Showcase. E show.
Theodore! Actually, Theodore Polychronopoulos and Kostas Davos.
Pretty good.
And the final reaction from our listeners, Blade Runner meets Gary Newman, great singer.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Theodore. Restul poveștii, back to Romanian, restul poveștii în seara asta în control, în ceea ce se cheamă Europavox Festival. Atenție, Theodore și trupa sa, e vorba de un vintet, vor fi de găsit în seara asta acolo. Ei sunt headlinerii evenimentului, așa că dați năvară. Mulțumesc cu vă!
Guerrilla Showcase. E show.
Și să nu uit
Avanpost Radio Guerrilla.
Ce vrei să faci, băișa?
Elibera-vaș.